All right, getting ready to go live on the radio, boys and girls. Tape is rolling.
Mic check.
Click.
Oops.
You're killing me, Smalls.
$5.
Welcome to lunch, Jack and Laz.
For your viewing and listening pleasure.
They can't read at all.
I don't know how easy it is to discern between that.
Welcome to lunch, Jack and Laz.
Where the hell are they coming up with this crap?
Where nobody knows what the hell is going on.
The time sink is real.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm doing nothing but standing on the line. You know, I should be doing something.
I stand around for hours at a
Oh
time.
God, I can't tell you how many hours a day I'm just standing on the line. I'm doing nothing but standing on the line.
Yeah.
You're all using some kind of jargon that me no understand. Have to gently blow a ball into.
Into a warm, fuzzy hole.
That's right.
Yeah.
Welcome to lunch, Jack and Laz.
For your viewing and listening pleasure.
They can't read at all.
I don't know how easy it is to discern between that.
Welcome to lunch, Jack and Laz.
Where the hell are they coming up with this crap?
Where nobody knows what the hell is going on.
Yeah. I blame Laz.
It's all Laz's fault.
That's right. It's all Laz's fault. Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here inside Shrouded Avatar 5 days a week. That's right. Count them, 5 days a week. Live for your listening and viewing pleasure. How's everybody doing out there today? It is Monday here in the studio. Release 46 is on the horizon, coming down the pipe this Thursday. And been quite the weekend. Interesting stuff going on throughout the world. As well as in-game, out-of-game, all sorts of great stuff going on, all sorts of news. We have Winfield here today, of course, again. Fish. He had the pleasure of attending the Ultima Online 20th anniversary this past weekend. And then we have Derek Vizard here in studio today, a special guest. He's going to be telling us about the promotional stuff he's got coming up. Himself and Tempest here are visiting today, and welcome, guys.
Welcome.
Now, real quick, Derek, if you can give me a link here in Discord to your posting on the forum so Jack and I can bring that up when we pull you in here, we'd appreciate that.
Sure.
But, and of course, anybody during today's show, as always, please feel free to chime in, ask questions, and of course, give us your feedback. But first and foremost today, before we get to Winfield, SodaCon Austin 2017 coming up in a couple of weeks. Final schedule will be posted hopefully later on today with all the final itinerary and all. And I got to give a very, very, very big shout out to Starman 2112 out there. He's been trying to sell his VIP ticket since he found out he could not attend. And this morning I checked my postings and stuff, and he was gracious enough to actually offer up that ticket to Shrouded Avatar's own Amber Rain. He had heard someplace that she might be making it to the convention, and he was offering that ticket up. And as much as I would love to see that happen, I understand that that's not going to be a possibility. Her health conditions, would be one. And but I just wanted to give a great big props and shout out to him for making such an offer out there. That's one of those things about this community that I love. I mean, somebody's willing to do that for another avatar out there, and it speaks volumes. That's all I got to say.
Oh yeah, this community is great at helping other avatars in need and being there and stepping up whenever they can. Thank you, Starman.
Of course. Yes, big thank you. And of course, we'll do our best just to let people know that ticket is available. If somebody wants to go on the tour, Starman is trying to get rid of it. And I think he did reduce the price there for a while. Maybe it still is. But contact Starman2112 on the forums. See if that ticket's still available. Again, I do not believe that the lovely Mistress of Chaos is going to be able to take him up on that offer, and there's already been commentary that she is just too sick to take him up and do that. So, as much as we would love to have her there.
Oh, absolutely.
But with that said and out of the way, let's jump right to Old Man Fisherman Winfield, the governor. Is he back at his desk? Yes, he is. Can he hear us?
Winfield here. Can you hear me? Or I need to?
Yes, we can. Fish.
And
Winfield, you went to the event this weekend, and I've seen some pictures, and now we are hoping you're going to regale us with some tales of how the weekend went, what went on at the 20th anniversary. I saw pictures of the wedding. Did you actually stand there with the spoon during the wedding?
So I did not stand there with a spoon at the wedding. But,
why not?
I did.
Yeah, why not? You did it at our wedding.
Yeah.
For crying out loud.
Because Richard was in charge. Okay.
Okay.
That doesn't matter. You should have still had the spoon.
All right. So I did something better or worse. I stood there in the best man's part, in the groom's party, with a drink book from the lounge, a purple drink book from the lounge. And you're like, why is that significant? So I wrote a poem that morning about the three principles, and I just made it up that morning, and I put it into a drink book, and because it was a nice little purple book to run around with at the wedding. And they thought, and one guy even thought I was a priest. Who is that priest with the Ankh on his shirt running around with that purple Bible or book or whatever it was? So, people are easily, whatever. Yeah, it was fun. So I wrote a poem. Nanook and Phoenix got married for real life, Dave and Marcia, and done by Richard Garriott. It was his 5th official wedding that Richard Garriott has done as an ordained minister. And that was absolutely fantastic. So that was not necessarily part of the UO 20th anniversary, but it was a very highlight of the evening, the social evening of the conference as well. And then we had cake and all that kind of good stuff afterwards, as well as the costume party. The overall conference was one of those that at the end of it you go, I just want to rewind this 2 days and do it all over again. So many people had that feeling. I asked them at the end of the conference, like, just want to do this, just want to start over.
Just want to do it forever. Forget about it.
Keep on doing it.
Just want
bring
to
back
live
the second
life.
age.
That's right.
Like
on
the
Groundhog
ultimate
Day.
days. That's right.
And so many people felt that way. The opportunity to meet with Richard and Starr was fantastic. They're extremely available throughout the evenings, the day, the barbecue, all that stuff. And so they gave a pitch of what happened for Ultima Online at the beginning years, the first 4 or 5 years when they were directly involved in Ultima Online, and how they got this through, and into publication, and how they did the beta and all that stuff, and lots of great stories. And then in the afternoon, Masana, Bonnie Armstrong at Broadsword, led the UO portion, and believe me, the people in the crowd were not like teenagers, youngsters, 21-year-olds. The average age, like us, average age is probably in the 40s, and there are people in there who are tearing up over some of the stories of community being together in Ultima Online for so many years, and so for that greatness, it was just wonderful to be there, and I appreciate you guys letting me say a few words about it. And I'll be publishing my my fish poem, actually a poem of the principles, in the game at some other time. Thanks.
Yeah, very good, very good. I'm glad everybody had fun out there, and
I wish I was there. I will say that just because it's like I enjoyed playing UO through the second age and Pub 16, something like that. I can't remember when I stopped playing exactly, but it was relatively early in the lifespan of UO. I think I was only there for 5 years or so, maybe 6.
Yeah, I didn't last that long.
And my cat, Lily, is having a field day with the green screen today.
I can see that behind you.
She's on the other side, so it's like I can't grab her. And if I smack the green screen, that just means that she's going to attack my hand through the green screen.
Yeah, well, Jack and that pussy over there. I don't know what it is. She's just so attracted to you.
Hey, she loves it. Now she's at least laying on it.
Now, why do we... I mean, what the hell is going on?
Well,
why?
Did you get my message about your audio on the radio?
No, I'm talking about why we are in war mode here, and you're moving, and I was standing there.
Oh, well, someone brought out the shock monkey.
I see.
The Clockwork Attack cats.
Oh, I see.
I think you would know who to blame for that.
Somebody's messing with us. Yeah, it's all Gix's fault, right?
That's right. All Gix's fault, because Gix the one that does that. Hi, Gix. How's it going?
And I don't know about you, but I hear myself on the radio, so I don't know what your problem is.
It wasn't me. I just received the text message, so
I'm hearing it coming over here, so
okay.
It's coming live over the radio, so I mean,
she says it's all good now. So you did something to change it.
It's all good now.
Yeah.
I put the plug in the hole. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I had to fill the hole.
I plugged a hole. Weekend.
Oh, God.
Now, of course, today, again, this is Monday, and I never did tell everybody that it was September 26, 2017 in the intro today. But we have Derek Fazard here. Am I pronouncing that right, Derek?
You certainly are.
Alrighty. And Derek's got a couple of events coming up. For Verda's Sanctuary coming up this week, and this gives me a chance to do several things during the show. Of course, showcase somebody's stuff, like we always tell you all to come on in to NBNN and join us here live. Tell us what's going on in your world, and we'll be more than happy to plug it and tell everybody about it and bring you on. And second, this is a great chance for me to tell somebody like Derek that the best way to get your stuff announced is to get on the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar community calendar, so that Jack and I will read those events out as they are scheduled up on the calendar. So if you want to get that done as well, Derek, let me know. We'll get together after the show. But meanwhile, Jack, do you have that link that he provided up on screen?
You mean
yet?
the one for Veritas Sanctuary, located near Blood River in the Longfall region, is hosting 3 Release 46 welcome events on the following weekend.
That would be the one. That's right.
Never heard of it.
And,
where would that
Derek
be?
is here to tell us all about it, and what's going on. He's conveniently located just north of Snug Harbor and Journey's End, right there in Longfall, where yours truly lives.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes, we're neighbors. I don't know if you knew that.
You know, it's funny. I just learned that when I had a visit in Snug, and I'm like, hey, I know Lazarus.
Yeah, I know this guy.
Yeah. We're neighbors.
Will it be elven-only housing out there?
No, it won't. There is a planned community inside the town. It's going to be part of phase 2 of development, which is hopefully going to be finished by the end of the calendar year, and that will be an elven-only community. But the majority of the town is not under any kind of housing restriction.
Very nice. So let's talk about events first. You got, this is a grand opening, is it? Or just a Release 46 events? Release 46 events, according to what it's written there.
It's really both. The town has only been live since R45, so it is a brand new town. And it has a core community of very active avatars that span various guilds. And we have spent the last 3 weeks roughly building out what we're calling phase 1 of the town. There's several pictures in the post that you're showing. There's also 2.
I'm on screen. I'm sure Jack is.
Yeah. Too. And there's 2 related posts. There's links at the bottom of the event post that actually have a lot more pictures. So the town's been in game for 3 weeks, and it's, consider we've had a soft opening, if you will. And we wanted to provide some events for R46 that will officially be the town debut as well, but also celebrating R46.
Yeah, all right. So let's tell the folks about them. Friday, you got upcoming a public crafting event, I see.
Yes, that's correct. It's Friday, September 29th. It's going to be at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central Daylight or NBT. It's a public crafting event. It's going to be in the town's market, which is called Dragonbane Market. We have a full set of Benefactor Expert crafting tables there, so you get your +5 proficiency bonus. And we have a series of, several GMs that are going to be there in attendance that are available to party and do apprenticeship. So we have just about every refining and production skill covered for GMs, including the advanced masterwork and enchantment items like enchant weapon, enchant armor, masterwork bludgeon, masterwork, bows, that kind of thing. They're going to be available there. No appointment necessary. Just show up, bring your materials. We also have several vendors around the market that have materials. If you forget something, you can buy. We have our crafting merchants, the NPC merchants right there as well. So everything's conveniently located in the market there.
Very cool.
Excellent.
Very cool. And then I could have sworn it was 3 events, but I only see 2 listed here.
There's 3.
Yep, there's
3. 2 of them say Friday. Okay.
Yeah, 2 are Friday.
2 different times. Okay,
one
I see.
One on Sunday. So the second event is a little bit later in the day, 3 to 5 p.m. On Friday, September 29th, also NBT time. It's going to be a concert of performing arts, and the town has an amphitheater. It's called Amphitheater of the Ancients. There's a picture of it there. It's in the town square, and we're going to have prizes for top performances. There's a panel of 3 judges that'll be, looking on the event. So if you have a particular masterpiece that you'd like to play on an ornate grand piano, or we can, provide whatever instruments you need. You have a special juggling act, a ventriloquist pet act, whatever. If you have a special talent, we're welcoming performers. We have several.
See it.
Yeah, we do. We want to see it all.
That's
we
right.
have several performers lined up, but we certainly have room for more. We're looking for more. And if you're interested in performing, Twilight Tempest is coordinating that event. You can message her in game. She's also in the forums as Night Tempest, and that is in the event advertisement there. Then we have an after party immediately after that, which I don't have a picture in the event. I just realized that, but there is an adjacent dance floor with a DJ booth and amplifiers that are set up for stereo sound. So we'll have the after party right next door.
Excellent.
Very cool. And then, of course, Sunday, you've got a public auction. You want to tell the folks how that's going to work?
Absolutely. So Psyche Aetherfract is, I think I'm pronouncing his name right, is coordinating that event. He's a resident of the town, and we have a public auction house built right at the western side of the Dragonbane Market, same place that the crafting event's going to be happening on Friday. But Sunday, October 1st, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., we'll have a public auction. This is going to be very similar to real-life auction events in terms of how it's going to flow. Any player is welcome to bring an item to sell. We do have some rules that are going to be published shortly to discourage, boring kind of things like somebody trying to auction 10 potatoes. But we want items of value. Can certainly be materials, but decent. Well, then at least make it 1,000. Yeah. We're also going to have mystery lots.
Understandable.
Yeah, we're also going to have mystery lots available. So we'll have a couple of mystery lots to choose from, kind of like door number 1, 2, and 3. At least one of those is going to have an item of considerable value in it. So we'll be accepting bids on those. But there's going to be an escrow officer that's going to take items for sale and give ticket numbers for the sellers so that they can claim their proceeds at the end of the event. We're going to follow rules where people need to raise their hands to make a bid on an item, and we'll have a few people kind of onlooking the event just to make sure everything's done fairly and properly. But it's going to be I think something unique. The insides, we're not really showing it here, but the insides are built out. That's one of the grand hall homes there on a village lot. So the insides are built out as an auction house. So when you walk in, it looks very much like an auction house that you'd see.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Apparently, your potatoes have piqued some interest here inside the game.
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
Is Spec is
well?
I think she wants all those potatoes. So
She wants to.
Fries.
No, she wants to ferment them to make vodka.
There you go.
See that's what, and she wants the bananas for something else.
Ah, well.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And Spec is currently muted, so she can't say what she really wants it for.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll chime in if she needs to. But alrighty, well, thank you, Derek, for
Don't forget
to
check out that on the forums, and don't forget to message Laz after the show to get that added to the NBNN calendar.
Just hang out here in the room if you can. Otherwise, I'll get with you, and we'll get you situated there.
And
absolutely. And if there's one more thing I could just mention.
Absolutely.
It's not related to the events, but there is a link to a post right at the bottom of the event post. It's the Helen Garriott Memorial Library.
I saw that, and thank you for bringing that up. I really love the fact that somebody has already done that in game, and absolutely. Let's click on that link and follow that real quick at the bottom.
You've got the founder's town home, or town keep, I should say, for the library, and that also has Helen's original artwork for Ultima 3.
Yeah, Exodus. Yeah.
And then after that, you do have all kinds of sculptures and making it look museum-ish inside.
Yeah, exactly. So the goal is that the library is a memorial for Helen, and as more of her artwork becomes available in game, we'll continue to build that out in the library. We also have a comprehensive collection of books, maps, and music that's been released in game. They are all there, and we're building out a collection of player-created items as well. So Viren and Wambi's bookstore has moved in pretty much next door to the library. The library will never have anything on sale. It's not a commercial entity, but it is something that we want to dedicate to Helen, and also have kind of a unique space in the game that's really dedicated to the lore and the art that's been created either by Richard, by Portalarium, by his mother, by players, and so on.
And do you actually have a copy of the wax cylinder from that Helen Garriott did when she
I
pranked
was going to
Skylab?
say we need Richard to release that, because while he did give us copies earlier releases,
that was
I don't
before
think
persistence.
anybody has actually gotten a copy of that in the game officially yet.
Yeah, I don't think they're available yet. One thing to mention is that Richard is aware of this. I can't, comment on when he's going to come by, but he is going to come by and take a look at it. And one thing I asked him is I said, just, please let us know if there's anything else we can add or do to make it a more accurate portrayal, in memory of Helen. And, and he said, thank you. He would do that. So
yes, absolutely. The mother of Ultima, literally.
Absolutely.
And she will be missed by many.
And the first art director at Origin.
Yes. Again, a lot of what we have today is attributed to her and what she taught Richard as a child. Is hearing about the geometry that went into making one of his games was just, that's an interesting story. And again, it reflects in the actual video game when you go back and look at it these days. I actually spent some time this weekend playing D&D #1 on my handy dandy teletype right here.
One of my favorite games still today is Ultima
And
5.
I tell you what, just you're sitting on the lot doing nothing, hanging out. It's a cute little thing to have and just sit there and do something. We're definitely going to need some mini games in the game eventually. We're going to need some things like playing cards or gambling,
rolling the dice,
pass the idle time. Yeah, Jack's favorite, rolling the dice. That's right.
Well, it's not my favorite.
But
it is
get some roll the bones. Oh, we know we have bone instruments coming in. It wasn't a bone instrument coming in.
Bone wind chime, I think.
Bone wind chime. Okay.
I got a bone wind chime for you.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Absolutely. Yeah. But
anyway,
it is one where it's like we know that mini games are coming. We also know that there's going to be the revamp of the crafting system, revamp of agriculture, revamp of a lot of.
Frodo wants the bone flute.
I do.
I help a brother where I can. Come on, Scrub.
I knew you'd step up.
That just to think about it's kind of nuts. Isn't it?
Kind of exciting. Anyway, moving right along again. It is Monday, and all sorts of, like I said, great stuff happening out there in the world, and we're here to bring it to you. The release notes came out on, not release notes, but the update.
Avatar's update, man. Avatar's
update, because update of the Avatar is
too many words there. Too many words. But Avatar's update number 246 did come out on Friday, and that includes the making of Blackblade Foothills and more Halloween and Oracle items, is the quick and dirty summary. So the making of Blackblade Foothills was done by Seawolf, and that's going to include a new oasis, as well as some nomads that are camping out. So I expect some bandits to be running around, or I should say nomads to be running around that will probably try to kill you. I wonder if they're going to be wielding kopeshes.
Well, don't know yet.
Yeah, that would be nice. I mean, bring out the kopesh.
I need another weapon for my wall.
That's right.
And then maybe you got those fancy sickles out there.
In the sides?
Yes.
Okay.
Those things.
And then you also have the Dust Devil Plains, where I would expect to see lots of sand elementals.
No, air elementals.
Air elementals and sand elementals. And desert elementals.
I wonder, can you run into the twister and get picked up and pushed away? I don't know.
Well, will you get sucked straight up and then projectile?
Yeah, and you're just like lobbed halfway across the scene.
Probably. So there were some updates to new content threads, more Halloween items and Oracle items. We do know that the prisons are coming in as far as your custom housing. And now we're going to end up having some pillories because you need to put Laz inside the stocks. So that way he can be properly butt slapped.
I was going to say, those will be really great for proper butt slaps. Absolutely. I was just going to say that. So,
And we will need to put Justin in the pillory because she has said that at SodaCon, she is going to try to run away from her birthday butt slaps.
She said no such thing, and you should look around the room to see who's in here before you make such assertions, jackass.
Get him.
Birthday butt slaps will be coming to SodaCon all over Justin's butt.
Welcome, Justin.
Hi.
You were supposed to be on the radio, or you listening to the radio earlier.
Huh. Well, I was in the car, and funny, now I'm not.
So you went home. You went
Today
home.
and tomorrow are home days.
Oh, very
yes. Birthday butt slaps for Justin. SodaCon. But if you do notice that there is a ornate version of the pillory that will be available on the add-on store. Then you also have some...
I really want to get, blood, sweat, and grime on the ornate one while I'm butt slapping and abusing somebody in a pillory. I mean, I really need the ornate one for that, right?
Absolutely.
I like the cage. The cage is cool.
That's my bedroom. Then after that, you do have the ornate cage as well. The battle scythe will be coming. Don't forget, there's going to be a crafted version in-game. There's also going to be an ornate scythe that is going to be available on the add-on store. And the ornate scythe should be on the add-on store for a limited time.
How many years is that?
But if you order now, you can get yours.
2, 3, I don't know. It's going to be like the hot tubs on sale, 50% off for 4 years.
Yeah. Finally, they got rid of those things.
Housing lots are still on sale. I mean, yeah.
Not for nothing, but you know what's going to happen come Thursday. Is this next picture is all you're gonna freaking see come Thursday.
What, the Oracle hood?
Yeah, everybody and their dog is gonna be running around with one on Thursday.
Well, I mean, it needs to be floating on top of a tower so that way you can say it's the Eye of Sauron.
Well, maybe you can one day put it on your vendor and then stand him on top of an Oracle obsidian tower.
And have it so only his head is visible. Yes, that would be great.
Yeah, right over the top, just the head of visible over the top.
Yes. Then we also had the top 10 priorities for launch. That is something that we talked about last week extensively. The free trial still continues until Wednesday.
Yes, right up until Wednesday.
The tip program, which we didn't spend a lot of time, or we didn't spend much time talking about, although we did mention it, that was reinstated as a lottery where only 20 people that submit bugs and play at least 4 hours on the QA server will be eligible for. Yeah. Any other comments?
I get why they they need to improve quality of the bugs that are submitted. And if I go back and look at all the threads, it's like that's to me what they really needed, so that it wasn't a waste of their cycles. But what I'm struggling to draw the connection to is how the lottery achieves that.
It doesn't.
Again, what happened initially, and we called it. I mean, we saw what was going to happen. They wanted to get more comprehensive bug reports, so they started a tip program. The tip program initially started out with just the bug hunters. And the bug hunters were going to be people who were specifically going to go through the forums and comb through that massive amount of duplicate mails and cull them down for the folks at Portalarium. Now, of course, during this time, it didn't behoove anybody to go and look for duplicates because they all wanted to win rewards. So, of course, it was just a massive slew or onslaught, really, of just people reporting bugs for the sake of wanting to win rewards. And understandable. And again, prior to that, for testing on the QA, every month, if you spent 4 or 5 hours playing on the QA, you were rewarded with 5 kodos for testing. All of that went out the window due to, my opinion, an out-of-control program and abuse. But again, that's just one man's opinion. When you got nobody double-checking nobody, and while the Bug Brigade was a really great idea, I really don't think that they did what they said they signed up for, which was go through and do all that.
Well, it's hard to manage, especially considering the time when bugs are mostly submitted is that early QA access. But at the same time, those same bug hunters also want to receive their rewards. And so they have to get on the QA and play the game instead of curate
it was
that
my
forum.
understanding initially that only the bug hunters were eligible for those when they signed up. So if you weren't a bug hunter, you weren't really getting those rewards. You were just reporting. I really didn't understand the way that they worked together.
The bug hunters were supposed to be the ones that were actually curating the forums as a volunteer.
Understand that.
But in order to qualify for the bug hunting rewards, it was open to anybody that had Dev Plus access. So that's where it's like you have one group that's supposed to moderate, but since they're spending all their time hunting for bugs anyways, they're not moderating. And they're not curating. And so you end up with mismanagement of time because of what they were doing. But it's all volunteer, which means
everybody.
There are a bunch of people that's like, hey, I want to be one of those moderators, but at the same time, I really don't want to do any work.
I don't want to do any work. I want the rewards, but I don't want to do anything for them. That's right.
It's like, what's really funny is like, so over the weekend, I did submit one bug because you know me in that path of truth, the final aspect of it, since that's the one part where I'm stuck at.
You mean you're a wet noodle when it comes to combat? Is that what you mean?
What? Yeah.
There's no combat in truth.
Yeah. And path of love.
Yeah, path of love.
So, in Spite, what's really funny, there was already 5 bug reports related to Spite. Or I should say Malice. Just the Dungeon of Malice. Before I submitted my one bug related to the very last part of the dialogue. And where it's like, I can't complete the friggin' quest because the dialogue is borked. On the QA server.
And I was out there on the QA server, and I actually sent Lexi out there to help you.
She didn't show up.
I know, she was there in spirit.
Makes me wonder how it's borked for one, but not borked for others. I mean, many of us have already completed it.
It happens.
So.
It really happens. That was really tough to get through from trying to find workarounds for the existing bugs. So.
Yeah, I have found what seems to be the one workaround, and nobody likes my workaround, but it worked for me. And that is to reset all your default configuration back to default, and then the NPCs will properly talk to you. Of course, then you have to spend an hour going through and remodifying all your original changes. Try it. I bet you it fixes your problem.
That's not the issue.
Reset it.
That has nothing to do with what my issue was.
What's the issue? What was the issue? Let me ask you that.
Sequana tells you to talk with Samuel about the ring. So you go talk to Samuel about the ring, and he's like, I don't want to talk about this. Don't ever talk to me again about it. And then you're stuck.
Let's talk with Sequania.
Then you talk to Sequana again. You get the same part. Talk to him about the ring. You go back to him, talk about the ring. And it's a never-ending loop to where, you know what? That's broken.
And if you reset your commands so that you can properly talk to the NPCs, it goes.
Resetting your options is not going to change a damn thing.
I'm telling you. I couldn't talk to half of the characters trying to achieve my Shroud quest.
Talking to the characters is not the problem. The problem is the quest flag as it's being rendered server side, to where it's not registering that, hey, I have done this part. Now there are some changes to where it's like no longer do you have to go in there and tag pieces of paper. Now you have to tag 3 corpses in order to retrieve objects, and one of those corpses doesn't have the actual object on it.
Hey, Casey Cupcakes on set.
So there are lots of bugs related to Malice, and you know what? It's one where lots of them were submitted over the weekend.
It's odd, and I cruised through it like nothing. The only problem I had
but you have to remember.
Say reset those and then try talking to people and see.
You know what? I'm logged out at the end. So as soon as they do a server side or a patch again, I'll just log in and I'll try to see if they fix the dialogue. We'll see.
Anyway,
but that is one where it's like, you know what? They said that in this release that they revamped the Malice quest, because now you have a certain Samuel running around with 10,000 hit points, killing things with you and escorting you through the dungeon.
Yeah, and if you manage to die, he disappears.
Yes, and if you die, he disappears.
Now, the escorts were, again, another problem I had. The escorts would not trigger. And guess what fixed the escorts to trigger?
Well, let me guess. You reset everything.
That worked. Don't ask me why. It worked. As soon as I reset them, they started off running where they were supposed to. I logged in, I logged out. I spent 2 days trying to talk to these people. Reset them. Boom, they would talk to me and take off running.
They don't want you to have tab targeting. That's what it is.
Yeah. Well, that's funny since tab targeting is not something I changed. But anyway, moving right along. What else we got for the good boys and girls before we start winding down here today?
Well, there was a part 2 of a Dragon Con interview that was posted with Operation Rainfall and Starr. VentureBeat did an article on the Ultima 3 and the familial origins of Origin systems.
The origins of origins.
Yeah, so that was how the Apple II launched the PC gaming revolution.
Yeah, I actually checked that one out. That was an interesting article.
Yeah.
Very interesting article. And a weekend flash sale should now be over. I did not check that before.
It was water-related stuff. So water lots, water deeds, water houses.
Everywhere. And
yep.
Speaking of deeds and houses, I noticed that the Elven Inn is not available any longer on the add-on store.
Well, you mean the Elven Inn that hasn't come in yet?
Yeah.
It was in. I thought I've seen them.
We have one in Veritas.
Yeah, but it's Crowfall.
Let's verify that. Let us verify that. That don't make sense. Add-ons, housing.
It's on the front page.
Ah,
Yeah, I was gonna say. But
it's not under the housing section. All right,
it's
gotcha.
under the new items. Yes, that's why you're not seeing it.
Yeah, gotcha. There we go. I'm
A bunch of
blind. I'm
new ones
sorry.
coming in.
Well, it should really be in both places just because it belongs in that category and
True.
yeah. But yeah,
But that would make sense.
that would make sense. Yeah.
Absolutely.
As well as like removing things from being on sale that have been on sale forever.
Now, of course, there was no live stream this Friday, but the last Friday, of course, if you missed the community stream, Lord British and Starr were both on that stream, and they went over that top 10 list as well. Some other interesting stuff to note in there, but I'll let you all go watch that. And we're looking forward to this week. Starlong should be posting his Q4 notes coming out sometime. I'm going to guess they won't come out till after Thursday's release.
I'm going for Wednesday. I'm thinking it's coming out Wednesday. Yeah, I think Wednesday is going to be the day that everything drops.
You think so, huh? All right.
Wednesday is going to be a very special day.
It's all going to hit the fan on Wednesday.
I was going to say, better make sure we got the high top boots on ready for Wednesday then.
We need some.
There's going to be a lot of shit out there to cover.
We need some waiters.
Correction, October 2nd is a very special day.
Yes, it's my birthday.
My birthday!
Oh, y'all share a birthday. And today is someone else's birthday.
Birthday buddies. Yay.
Whose birthday is it today, Spec? Your competition's birthday.
No, you can't talk about that.
Oh.
It's not Halte's birthday. Maybe it is, but it's not.
We can tell everybody it's his birthday and wish him a happy birthday. We can just tell everybody
Happy
don't
birthday,
give him any
Halte!
presents in the competition. That's all.
Yeah.
Give him my present, or give me his presents. Don't give him.
That's right.
Spec will hold on to the presents for him.
Spec will hold on to all his birthday presents for him. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Spec is currently dominating that competition for who receives the most gifts.
No,
do
not
we
yet.
have a current count? Do
My
we know?
box isn't full yet.
I'm not going there.
she
I'm
hasn't
not going there.
Her box needs to be stuffed. It's got plenty of room.
Stuff my box. There's no salami in there yet.
I feel some sound bites coming on.
Or wood.
You haven't received the wood yet?
Mm-mm.
Well, I know a wand maker. Makes big staves too.
You'll put the wood in your box.
Make some custom wood. Yeah, to put in your box. That's right.
Yes.
Gives you a little bit
All
more
right.
coil to it, doesn't he?
No.
There's a reason why it's called coil more wands, right? Think you coil those toes?
Something like that.
This lot is just all a big mess today. Nothing unusual around
What are you
here.
talking about?
I just love everybody coming out today. You know, it's not a whole lot of dead bodies. We actually have live bodies on screen today.
That not only that, but we've got a full room inside of Discord as well. I mean,
We usually got a full room in here. And of course, again, thanks everybody for joining us. And thanks for everybody listening out there. But time to start winding it up for today's show, folks. Don't forget, if you want to take Shroud the Avatar with you wherever you go, you can go get yourself the copy of the NBNN Shroud the Avatar app. And you can get it on the Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or the Amazon App Store for all your mobile devices. And you too can come on in and join us in Discord while you're on the road or out doing your stuff, you're stuck in line at the supermarket and just need somebody to complain to about last night's Star Trek, things like that, we're here for you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What you talking about, Willis?
No one would ever complain about Star Trek.
That's right. You can listen to the radio. You can read the NBNN Daily Britannia. It's published 7 days a week. And, of course, you can get that straight into your inbox by subscribing to our newspaper. All sorts of great stuff out there. Keep you up to date of the latest happenings when you're not tuned in to Lunch with Laz and Jack. And, of course, you can get the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar calendar. Keep up on today's community events.
Don't forget that
And
community
today's
calendar.
brought to you by Google Cloud Platform.
And don't forget, the community calendar is an aggregate of all of the available calendars related to Shroud of the Avatar that guy knows about. And if you have an event, or if you want to connect your Google Calendar to this one, contact news@nbnn.info, and that guy will eventually do something with it.
Eventually.
Don't forget all times on the community calendar are Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time.
Nude Britannia time.
Because
We got it.
clothing,
Everybody
it is,
get
it is
nude.
time for you to take off all of your clothes. And don't forget to submit those pictures to nudes@nbnn.info, because we do need to put together the NBNN holiday calendar for everybody.
We need more pictures. We need more adult.
My antlers are showing.
Otherwise, this calendar is never going to get made.
I know. Don't forget,
I mean,
today,
I got plenty of submissions from Scroda. Maybe we should just make a Scroda
calendar. Yeah.
And be done with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Today is Monday, September 25th. Don't forget 12s and 6s around the clock, Monday through Friday. You can listen to Radio Free Britannia.
WRFB. That rocks.
And listen to two idiots interpreting the news so you don't have to on a little show called Lunch. At 2 p.m. this afternoon, Grumpy Old Gamer is going to be taking over Avatar's radio for taking the alternative route. At 7 p.m. on Radio Free Britannia,
WRFB.
you need to join Arius Coilmore for the GMC Top 20 Countdown. Yay! 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 Arius, what's number one on the GMC Top 20?
I can tell you what it's not.
Listen.
Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
Damn. Spoiler alert. At 8
Hey,
p.m.
guys, what do you need from me for the events for Veritas?
I'll
To get on
talk
the
to you
calendar?
after the show here.
Oh, well, that's easy, you know.
Yeah, 8 o'clock this evening, you do have Monday nights with DJ Killy on Avatar's Radio.
Today.
At 9 p.m., you need to join Andertina over in the town of Verret Chaos and go to the Pub of Extraordinary Thought, because you know what? It's a weekly open role-playing event, and all great adventures do begin in a pub somewhere. At 9 p.m. in-game, you do have the Order of Vengeance Guild meeting taking place somewhere. And the final event of the evening is taking place on Radio Free Britannia.
WRFB.
And that is the
Biff,
record
you're
room.
missing your cue, man.
Well, you're. I don't know whether you're going to do it, Spiff's going to do it, and
I know.
I can't wait half an
waiting for
hour.
Casey to chime in. Maybe Casey
it's like-
will chime in.
Pretty soon, I'm just going to like pull out a pillow and like start laying down, waiting for you to get your cues.
Yeah, you just need a cue card where you can just hold up dot rocks when
Something like that.
something like
For
that.
whenever you miss a cue.
I tell you, the whole town showed up out here.
Yeah, and that is our community calendar for today in Shroud of the Avatar.
Shroud of the Avatar. That's right. Of course, don't forget we are the only show on the air that invites you, the viewer, to come join us right here live 5 days a week on the air. And come join us for all the hijinks and shenanigans. We have a big oracle floating head out here. We have townies getting burned to cinders. All sorts of misadventures happen here
And
on
no
the
pants.
NBNN. What? No pants? What?
No pants.
Gix declared
Okay.
it No Pants Monday. Didn't you hear?
No, nobody notified me. I mean, besides the fact Jack and I never wear pants, we wear kilts. Up your kilt! How about that?
I'm wearing my kilt the traditional way.
That's right.
Now I'm going to wear my
But
kilt the
meanwhile-
traditional way at SodaCon.
Ooh.
I'll be double checking that.
Freedom! Freedom!
Are you sure you don't want to triple check it?
But that's
Turn your head and
right,
cough for me.
Don't forget, you can join us here on set and join in all the fun. Of course, after hours, we're here throughout the day on Discord, answering questions and just having a good time hanging out. So come in and join us. Go to nbnn.info or wrfb.rocks. Use the Discord link. Come on in, hang out with us. Of course, don't forget the Think Pink community cause is in full swing, even though we have not even hit October yet. We've got plenty of donations rolling in daily supporting the Think Pink community cause on the airyfund.org. And don't forget, you still got plenty of time to sign up for community events. If you want to host an event and get on out there and help raise money for a good cause, you can go out to the airyfund.org, use the sign up sheet out there. And of
I'd
course,
also like to, if I may interject into that,
absolutely.
I'd like to note that on the 1st of October, on October 1st, will go live the sign up sheet for the live stream event that'll be happening in the month.
Very cool. And if you need more info on that, you want to be part of that live stream, contact Arius. He's going to be handling that for you streamers who want to get in on the streamathon happening. That's later on at the end of the month, correct?
Yes, well, about halfway through the month, but yes.
About halfway through. All right. Cool. Moving right along, don't forget, of course, coil more wands. If you need some wood to stuff in your box, you go talk to Arius Coilmore, and he'll be more than happy to get you hooked up. Scrota's music service, Scrota, it's music, it's fun. We'll tell you more about that in just a moment. Of course, the BMC, the Britannian Mining Company, wants you to come check out Market Road, located in Black Rock Cove in the Quell region, right next to the town of Etzer, conveniently located near the Etzer and Elysium mines. Come on down and check them out, folks. RelicsByRild.com for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. Rild showed us a promo of what may be a shower curtain coming out there. And we're keeping an eye on that. But if you need the latest in Shrouded Avatar swag, everything from t-shirts to hats to patches to bumper stickers, if you want to get your hands on a copy of the NBNN I Love This Shit bumper sticker, RelicsByRild.com's got you covered there too. And if you want to save a little money when you check out, use the promo code NBNN when you check out RelicsByRild.com, and you'll save 10% off your purchase when you check out. Of course, WRFB, Radio Free Britannia, bringing you all sorts of news and entertainment throughout the week. Of course, don't forget to tune into Arius tonight for the GMC Top 20, the Deco Divas every Wednesday and Thursday, the Sarah and Andar Show late night Thursdays, the House of Omen on the weekends, and you can wake up on the weekends with Wake Up New Britannia, and much, much more, including Two Idiots 5 days on the week, 5 days a week, doing the news right here on WRFB. And last but not least, the Shroud Marketplace. ShroudMarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable needs.
Yeah, Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shrouded if the Avatar related.
Do we have a vendor update by any chance over the weekend?
No new vendors registered that I'm aware of, but we do have some new items up there. I mean, Lord British Throne. You know
the new one?
Oh yeah, the new one. Then Despicable Vile Crossbow. More lot deeds.
Despicable.
Yeah, despicable. That thing is disturbing. If you're looking for anything Shroud of the Avatar related, from accounts all the way to Game Gold, Crowns of the Obsidian, all the way to services, just like Scrota's music service, where you get Scrota following you around for an hour, and he will do
anything you want.
That, or if you're looking for someone to help you level your character, you can always contact Mal's Power Hour or Armelian's 500k Adventurer boost. If you're looking for some decorating tips or decorating done via cheesy writing, you can always contact Wolftim's shop. If you're looking for a in-game wedding, you know who to contact.
Hey, contact this guy because I've got everything you need. Lazarus Long's weddings and more. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more. If you're looking to get hitched and you need a place, or you need that gown, or you need a bunch of tuxedos for the wedding party, come see me. I can get you all straightened out.
Hey.
Of course, if you're looking for that perfect location, yes.
Do you have a special type of wedding that you're doing this week?
I don't know. Nothing really recently has popped up, but we could always ask Bullwinkle if Bullwinkle's available. If he's got any special
wonderful
services.
thing this week. That's right. It's called the 2 horns and a rabbit. But it's not a rabbit. But you can figure out where I'm pulling it out of. Somebody's dad. Well, thank you.
And there is our special wedding of the week. Don't forget, weddings and more. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more, including recall and teleport scrolls, $4.99.
That's right. If you're looking for those teleports and recall scrolls, you just go to crafting and then consumables, and then you will find my shop for teleports and recall scrolls. Just look for my smiling face. And that's right. Shroud Market.
And more. That's right.
Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. And looking at the time, it is actually time for us to get out of here. But before we do that, we need to say thank you to everybody hanging out with us in Discord.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Really do.
Thank you for hanging out with us on Twitch, YouTube, or listening on Radio Free Britannia.
WRFB. That's right. Of course, thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us. And of course, we will be back tomorrow with more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings. The latest hijinks and shenanigans up here in front of us while we're trying to do a daily show, and much, much more. But till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Yay.
Yay.
Hey.
Bitch.
I don't know what
Thanks,
you're talking
baby.
about.
Asshole.
You are so
Somebody
getting your butt
needs some wood
slapped.
in her box.
Yeah. You are getting your birthday butt slaps at SodaCon.
Butt slap.
Clear.